Hey, welcome back there, Skull and Boners. So we are playing Skull and Bones. This is Captain Cryptic, and you're watching Banished Souls. So one of the things we are doing, we have 14 days left in this season, folks. While most of my factories are full, I am waiting for the reset tonight. We could gather up some of it because it's not going to take much to get that sovereign bonus, but I'll have to think about it. But right now we are trying to we got 14 days left in this season, man. And right there, before we start talking about some of the things you need to be doing or should have been doing here in the past, couple weeks trying to get prepared for that, I just want to talk about the season for a moment for those who haven't had a chance to play. So we had some, you could go through our playlist. We have a lot of playlists here. So there is ship build playlist. There's going to be a playlist for the actual content of what you're doing. Some of it's going to be tagged for like Mangoden, Road Mangoden, La Pass, the Blighted Bastion. So you're going to be able to see a lot of those events. And let me tell you, while some of the events like the Blighted Bastion, when it first come out, they were super hard. It was really awesome to be able to get in with our group, figure out our builds, figure out exactly who it is, how many people we need to take it effectively, and just farming that thing out like it was nothing. We ended up having more random people join us in that process. When I say join us, I mean coming into Discord by seeing our groups actually farming these events, and they realize, hey, you know what, here's an active group. And every day we have people that are coming in. We are currently right now also have a group that is training you on how to build for PvP. They're training you on different techniques for PvP. So if that's something you're interested in, man, let me know in the comments. We're going to get you into the Discord, and we're going to start you off. We have a training program. It's going to bring you up, and then basically after that, you're going to be cut loose as far as you may end up becoming captaincy or something like that in the group, in the community, if that's something you want. If you're just wanting to be just, hey, man, I just want to learn how to play this game effectively, but I want to be able to play with the group guys, hey, we've got that for you in here too. So, but right now what I am doing is I'm trying to get up as much food as possible. I'm trying to get up the cannonball materials and stuff. So I've hit the typical locations, the sunken gold mine, Kamoy Estates, all of those shipwrecks over in Africa. We've hit all that. And I'm making my way back towards St. Anne now because there's a few coconut trees up around there. I want to make sure we can pick all that up too. Because when season 2 comes out, I do not want to have to be getting cannonballs or looking for food. So we're going to just kind of tool around here a little bit, talk about the game some. It's been a while since I've done that type of video. I've always done more of a content specific here as of late, but when we first started off, we did a lot of easy selling, and we would end up running into situations where people hadn't really come across those situations before. So we're going to do that a little bit today and just kind of talk about the game some, and talk about our community if that's something you're interested in. There was a couple comments in. People like, well, it seems like you talk about your community a lot. Well, we do. We're a gaming community. We're a community of gamers. We're building this community together. We're inviting other gamers, which includes streamers as well. But understand the way that works is if you're a gamer who is also a streamer, you have to be an active member within the group. What does that mean? That doesn't mean that you're paying us money. What that means is that you're actively helping in the community. You're contributing in any way that you can, meaning that you're joining in on farming events. If people are asking questions in the Discord chat and stuff, and you know the answer, you have some suggestions, and definitely, get in there and say, hey, man, have you tried this? Maybe try this. Hop in with me. We'll go out and we'll see if we can get this mission beat for you. Those types of folks are the ones we want in our community, and those types of folks are the ones who are granted the ability to stream within our community, meaning you can share your posts and stuff. So if that's always been a dream of yours, is creating your own gaming channel, your own gaming personality and stuff, we're going to try to help you get there. Now, I am not the biggest gamer out there, obviously. We are new. This community. I hear people talk a lot of crap about this game. One of the things that I want to make sure people understand is this game, Skull and Bones. Okay, this is what put Banished Souls Gaming, which Banished Souls Official is what we're called. So this is what actually put us on the map as far as people coming in and viewing videos. The first video I put out was originally a Star Trek video, and I got like 7 views on it. Which, hey, I was happy to have, man, because I didn't even think I'd get a single view. Now, ain't nobody heard of me. You know, I'm nobody famous. And I was kind of like, okay, we'll try this. Well, as soon as the game come out, our first video, within the first 3 days, we hit like 16,000 views. And it just blew me away. You know, now I know there's people that get millions or hundreds of thousands of views, and that's great for them. But for me, that was pretty exciting to see that happen. And what was the most exciting about is I was trying to build the community stuff within the Discord group so we could get gamers together, and that has just been taking off very nicely. Most of the people that come over have stayed. We've had a few people that come over, you know, like anything, they try to grief you a little bit, but man, I tell you what, this game for me has been fun. It's been truly enjoyable, and I am looking forward to the season 2 content to come out, man. I really am. So we got a few coconuts there. It looks like some of those trees have been harvested. So I think most people are doing what, you know, I'm doing today. And I've been doing this for, you know, a few hours each day. Just come in, gather some stuff up, grab what materials I can, get as much food as I can cooked up, move it over into the warehouse. Okay. And we're just hammering this stuff out as best we can, because we want to make sure that we have plenty of food, we have plenty of cannonballs, we do have some raw materials we could come over, because we have so much silver as well. One of the things I've been doing is trying to, if I can buy cannonballs, bombards, any types of ammunition I get, I go ahead and buy it from them as well. Just continue to build it up, so we can come in here, we can craft some of this stuff up. Excuse me, folks. Those are cannonball crates, and of course we have our bombard crates. We don't have enough to do anything. I think we can do one, maybe, yeah. And then mortar crates, again, don't know if we got enough to do any of that, but we're going to check it. So we do have enough for some mortar crates. Maybe not a whole lot, but some. Then of course our carpenter, we probably should have come here first to build the repair kits, but let's see what we can do. So repair kit 1s, we need metal salvage. The repair kit 2s, it looks like we can actually build some of these. So let's build some of this up. Okay, so then we have our enhanced repair kit 1s. You know, you would think repair kit 1s would be one of the easiest things to find, but since everyone started using the enhanced ones, it's getting really hard to find those ones and stuff anymore. It's like it doesn't really pay out as well as it used to. So use those repair kit 2s, the enhanced 2s, if you can. And then of course we come up here and you can buy, I think it's every 30 minutes, I think the hawker resets. We'll double check that real quick. So I come in and I buy anything and everything that I can that I need from them. So I don't worry about these here too much as far as your recipes and stuff. Most of the food that I get, I take off of the enemy ships, your rogues and stuff like that. Now you can get more specific in your food builds as far as, you know, getting your recipes and going out and hunting that different stuff. So do we need all of this stuff? Well, we do use these different things on occasion, so we'll get that. And then of course I'm gonna go ahead and get these repair kits too. Like I said, we got plenty of silver saved up, more than enough for a long time. And I get my water flask now. If you go into Talak Panjara, you're going to be able to get a lot of those water barrels. I do recommend that you go get some of those as well. So we got raw beef now. Raw beef, you cook it up, it's going to be a great source, and even the chicken. So like I say, this is one of the things, we've got the silver for it, so I'm going to get stocked up on a lot of that. You can do the raw vegetables if you want to. We've already got quite a bit of that back in our inventory. So then we're going to go over to Talak Panjara. I remember early on when I had started doing a lot of our grinding and stuff, you know, we heard, you know, some really good tips about, well, hey, you should add this into it, you should add that into it, and that's one of the things we've done. But typically what we would do is just get real big farming fleets together and raid and just grind anything we can, commodity, silver, you name it. We were just hammering it, trying to get the SP, and was able to get through a lot of these passes pretty quick. When I talk about that pass, we're talking about this Smuggler Pass right here. So you got to complete 90 tokens. You have 30 under Quartermaster, 30 under Gunmaster, and then 30 under Shipmaster. And you're going to pick up stuff there, but you also got to pick the, I believe it was the bark, and then of course the cat, which I'm not too big on the cat because it doesn't do anything. So back in the day, if you played the closed betas, when you picked a Quartermaster, they would be cats, lemurs, and things like that. They brought something to your ship as far as reduce the amount of boarding that they could do, or it would increase an elemental effect or something like that, or reduce the stamina consumption. There was a lot of things that they did, and as soon as the game came out, we didn't have that anymore. We ended up with a female Quartermaster, which is fine. But my biggest gripe with the Quartermaster that we do have is there's no way to upgrade it, to change it, to do anything to it. It's just there. It has no function. So, what does that mean for the game? Well, that means that, like every live service game that comes out, when you play through the early demo tests and stuff, you'll see that there's attributes there that maybe when the game first comes out isn't there. It's not because they got rid of it. It's because they hollow part of the game out for future release, and that is typical of any live service. So people that are getting mad at Ubisoft for doing that, but not getting mad at other games for doing that, that's just the way the gaming industry is. That is one of the things that you need to understand in the gaming industry is they have to keep a game viable. Now, a lot of people are saying, I don't give this game past a year. I disagree with that, and I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that. The reason I disagree with that is because they are under contract with the Singapore government that it has to be 5 years of content. 5 years. They have to keep this going for 5 years with new content. Not just keep the servers open, but new content for 5 years. So they've got a roadmap set up of what that's going to look like. Now, they haven't shared the whole roadmap with us. It's year one, not season one. Year one is called Rise of the Kingpins. So if you can stick with it and grind through all of this first year, and there's going to be a lot of fun elements to it, and if you're getting caught up in it and you're hitting the end game and you have nothing else to farm, don't get rid of the game. Just move on to something else. That's one of the things we do in our gaming community. We add new games in. That way, those of us who are just waiting for someone to come in and say, hey, we need some help getting this, hey, we're already doing other things, but we can jump back into the game and give you a hand as well. So that is kind of what we're looking at within our community. We want to make sure that we stay focused in and helping each person that comes over, and it may not just be Skull and Bones. There's a lot of games we've got going on right now. So they have Age of Water. That's kind of like if you ever watched Waterworld with Kevin Costner. It's basically a world situation like that where you have to build your ships. So there's a few of us that play that. We've done a little streaming on it. We haven't seen a whole lot of response on those streams, mind you. So that's one of the things where it's not that we've stopped playing it. We just kind of limit our streams to what it seems like people are needing to see, wanting to see and stuff. But we've got Age of Water, Star Trek Online, World of Warships. There's, I think, Gray Matter. I think we got one of our admirals is running that game on the PC. So there's a lot of games, a lot of gamers that are coming in, just creating things. Because understand, we can't all, you got a few guys trying to run a group of hundreds. It always helps that you get people that come in and are like, hey, this is a great game, but have you tried this? I'm willing to, if you can set their Discord up, I'm willing to help lead groups into it, get people farming, get people ranking up and all. And that's what we're looking for in our community, is people who enjoy gaming and want to share their love of the game with other people. So that's one of the things I think why our gaming community is taking off so well. It has been doing fantastic. So, and it's nice to be able to jump in and look and say, hey, I haven't seen that game yet. Go check it out, watch some of the videos that they're posting up and say, this looks pretty cool. If it's something that works on one of the consoles I have, usually I'll end up buying it. I don't do a gaming PC. It's not that I haven't anything against computers. I just don't have one. So that may be something we add later. But I'm not going to go out and break the bank to go buy a computer either to play a game, because most of that stuff will come to console later. But we have people that have computers and consoles, and or computers or consoles, and it's just however we can get the game to the people is what we're looking at. But I hope you've been having a good time with this game, though, man. I know I've enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. So I think I've rambled long enough. I just wanted to just talk a little bit about. Wow, look at the mess on the shoreline there. You just don't see that much. I never picked up a Fangs of the Forest, so I'm not sure how I failed that. But hey, apparently I failed that mission. So y'all have a wonderful day. We're gonna hop off here.